Hey everybody, you know me, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. And in today's episode, I've already cleaned this room. I haven't groomed it yet. I cleaned 2 rooms upstairs. And then I'm getting ready to do this one, and I'll do the staircase last. And I've already pre-vacuumed everything. And there is some blood on the carpet, and I'm going to kind of eradicate that with some sodium percarbonate, which is the powdered form of hydrogen peroxide, probably mixed into my 2-gallon sprayer along with the usual chemical. And it's probably about a 9% ratio, 9% hydrogen peroxide is what the sodium percarbonate will mix up in the solution to. And you'll notice things start to foam up, which is what we want to happen. And on the other areas, I used the green brush, and I agitated everything in, and then went back over it with an Ironman Bonnet and extracted all the soil. And then I groomed them with the grooming brush. And in this room, I laid down, pretty heavy with the solution and also with the extra sodium percarbonate in there. I wanted to make sure I didn't let it dwell too long where it would soak in and stay damp too long. So I elected just to hit it with an Ironman Bonnet. You'll see that coming up here shortly. And that will kind of do the agitation and the extraction all at the same time. So bear with me, and I'll see you a little further in the video. Okay, get this entryway real good. And now it's time to set that out of the way, get the orbiter, and put the fresh pad on it, and get all this cleaned up and looking good. And I didn't have my spotter bottle riding along in the front of the machine there in that holder, simply because I mixed everything that I knew I would need in the 2-gallon sprayer. And then when I got to this last room, which had blood and a few other things going on, I added 4 ounces of the sodium percarbonate to my regular mixture. And that's basically a 9% hydrogen peroxide level. And that will remove the blood and any other stuff that's on there. So stay tuned, and I'll catch up with you further along in this video. Okay, and keep in mind, cord management is kind of difficult to do when you're using one hand to film. So when you see me moving cords around or sometimes going over cords or near cords, pushing them out of the way with the machine, that typically will not happen when I have two hands available, because I can work the machine, flip it off, move the cord in the direction I need it to go. So, but in order to get it on film, got to do what you got to do. And this is working absolutely wonderful. You will see as I go along, some of the areas start to foam up even more. And this particular client, I was actually really surprised. I asked her, I didn't smell any heavy smell of urine or anything when I came in, so I asked her what she used, and she said, oh, I have my own concoction. Well, usually when someone says that, that's a red flag, like, uh-oh, I use Dawn dish soap and I use toilet bowl cleaner. You never know what people are going to say. But she said she takes hydrogen peroxide and white distilled vinegar and just a few drops of Dawn dish soap. And surprisingly, that's a perfect concoction. That's not going to scare me off. You could use just the hydrogen peroxide and the white distilled vinegar. But if you do add a couple drops, not a lot, of Dawn dish soap, the acetic acid or the white distilled vinegar is going to neutralize any high pH anyway. So it'll give you a little degreasing ability, and it will keep it at a neutral pH. So I was kind of shocked because normally, like I said, people will tell me all kinds of concoctions. So hats off to this customer. That was fantastic. Keep up the good work. And I did tell her that I'll give it a couple days, let her see the final results. And scare the dog. See the final results, make sure nothing came back. She's happy with my work. This is the first time I've worked for this client. And if so, to give me a call and I'll move her forward on the schedule for next year. Here's the finished product downstairs after I groomed it all in. It should be dry within an hour. It looks fantastic. You can see the dirty pads there. I got a small area to work in here. I'll have to pack these tools up. And then this room came out fantastic. There is some lighting problems as you get closer to the door. So where I sprayed a little heavier may look darker. Those are not stains. They should lighten completely up and be gone when it's dry. And I'm going to get the handheld orbiter. Here's the upstairs. There's the stairs I just did with the handheld orbiter. And here's the main family room. Looks fantastic. So there you have it, another quality job by Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so.